my god. Oh, no, I have an idea. So recently, I was walking around a shopping center, and I got stopped by this guy that was like, hello, ma'am, do you have some time? And I was like, okay. And then he started telling me about how they're planting oysters in the Austin River. He was like, ma'am, did you know that the water is really dirty and one oyster can filter a whole van of water a day? And then I gave him $600. But my point is, there's oysters in the river that we could catch if we were hungry.
You gave him how much?
I forgot, but we could catch oysters.
Wait, no, hold on. Was it like a donation thing? Like you gave him $600?
Yeah, no, it was a charity, yeah.
For some Austin oysters.
Yeah, but it's whenever I explain the story, it sounds like a scam. I just thought.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody in chat started question marking you, and they said what? They said what?
No, they're called the, hold on. They send me text messages still. They texted me a picture of an owl. They're called the Nature Conservancy.
Have they texted you a picture of the oysters?
No, I didn't get a picture of the oysters.
Okay. 600 doubloons is kind of crazy for some oysters you haven't gotten a picture of.
Their website is nature.org. Does that sound like a scam?
Hold on.
Nature.org.
That's like me coming to you and asking you for like charity for like, starving kids, and I give you a URL and it's like orphanage.com. Like it's like what? That's the most general URL. Like it doesn't even link to a specific thing.
It's real. They gave me an option too. They were like, would you like to focus your donation on like trees, the ocean, or wildlife? And I said wildlife. And then they pulled out this picture of this cat, like this wild cat, and I was like, oh yeah, I like him. And they started laughing at me. That was before I gave them money.
I mean, was this guy wearing like a trench coat outside of like a 7-Eleven?
No, it was like these three guys with lanyards in that Korean shopping center.
Oh, I know what shopping center it was there?
Yeah.
You might have been getting scammed, I'm not gonna lie. Because there's no...
It was real. It was real, I'm telling you.
I don't see anything. Like, I'm literally scrolling their website, and there's not a thing about oysters on here. I see conserving things.
That's because that was, like, their local efforts. That's what they were doing for Austin. They're like, the water is really, really dirty, so we're planting oysters in the river.
Emmy, you might be a genius. You know what? No, I'm gonna trust it. Be honest. Can I ask one more question? Were you with people and you felt pressured to donate so that you didn't get embarrassed and look like you don't like charity?
No, the worst part is I was by myself, and it was also making me late to meet up with people.
No.
I was trying to meet up with Makari and his girlfriend, and they called me. They called me while I was filling out my personal information.
No.
And they were like, where are you? And I was like, hold on 1 second, I'm busy. And then I told them what happened, and they were like, oh wow. And we went out there, and they were talking to them too, but they didn't try to stop them for money. I was like, why'd they stop me but not them?
Yeah, it is really interesting. They didn't ask them for money, but they specifically asked you. Oh my God, wait. They found a link, nature.org, turning the tide for Texas oysters.
Oh my God, it's real. I told you.
It's actually real. It does say Houston. I'm not seeing it for Austin, but I actually am more inclined to believe it.
Maybe local was a stretch, but
I think it meant like local, like Texas, probably. So that's fair. Okay, respect. Well,
how many? Maybe it's like one oyster per. Imagine it's like 10 oysters for $600. It's like an expensive restaurant.
Dude, if you donated $600 worth of oysters and only 10 get in that lake, just shut down the whole fucking charity at that point, because there's no way $600 only brings in 10 oysters.
Yeah, I would be pissed.
Yeah, well, we can go fact check that. Okay, I will find you an oyster farm for this ice storm.
Yay!
Oh, I also have a new development. There's drama. I'm putting my foot down. So I go on Twitter yesterday, and I see that Rage told Emily that we're not doing a gaming competition because of me. And also said that we haven't linked up because of me. So I've decided I'm done trying. Because I was the only person who messaged. And nobody ever did. So I'm giving it up. No more trying. Say goodbye, Bozo Pack. I'm giving it up, okay? Because there is no way that Rage said they're not doing a gaming competition because of me when he genuinely hasn't even played a game since like 2020. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. He hasn't played a game since 2020. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm putting my little foot down, and I know it's gonna happen. I'm gonna get really excited about an idea, and then I'm gonna pick my foot back up, and I'm gonna message them. And I'm gonna say, guys, please, can we do something? But I'm sick and tired of getting blamed, okay? And saying that it's not me, and then them being like, you know what I mean? Oh, we're not getting together. Why would we hang out?